Great morning. Great morning. Great morning. You guys come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, y'all. Great morning. Come on, come on, come on. Y'all come on in. Come on in. We almost out. I'm going to have to open up a new bottle. So y'all come on while I open this bottle. I'm trying to find the... There it is. Great morning. Great morning, you guys. Come on in. Let me know who's here and where you're tuning in from. Let me know who's here and where you're tuning in from. And go ahead and share. Hey, Jackie, how are you, gorgeous? North Carolina in the house. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, there we go. Opening up. Hey, Christina, how are you, beautiful? All right. So listen, we got to finish this bottle off and start this bottle, okay? So you guys go ahead, share the broadcast, baby. This is going to bless some people and free some people who are currently in the midst of bondage. Like we breaking out of bondage. There's no room for bondage. But while y'all do that, I'm going to go ahead and shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Of course, we're getting ready to take our shot of Alive. We got the blue bottle and the black bottle. We got both bottles in full effect today because we got a little more in the black and a lot of new in the blue. Okay, so they're the same flavor. There's no difference. It's just the difference in the bottle, right? That's it, the design of the bottle, but it's the same amazing Alive. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start it off with the black bottle, see if it fills up this shot glass. Thank you, baby, for sharing from the bed. Yeah, it about did it. It about did it. That's it for this bottle. All right, this one's gone. But we always keep bottles on deck, honey. Talking about having bottles. Oh, baby, our bottles be alive, right? Hey, Antoine, how are you? Hey, Miss Verinda, how are you? Gorgeous. Hey, Elvaline, thank you for sharing. Baby, of course, thank you for sharing from the bed. He's in the bed. He's sharing. Come on, granddaddy. Hey, Corey, great day, great day, great day. Oh, my goodness, y'all. Baby, it fell in the thing. The top, the paper fell in the thing. All right, hold on. I'm going to get it out. I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry, babe. You know I don't be liking the little edges. And I don't let the whole big paper fall in. Yes, Summerlin. Come on, come on. Thank you for sharing, Miss Verinda. My baby said running out is not my portion. You right, baby. That is definitely not our portion. Okay, all right. So listen, here's to any assignment that's counter to God's assignment for us being what? Canceled. Oh my God, that was so good. Let me see. Ah, there it is, there it is, there it is. I got it, babe. Your shot is poured. Let me check it and make sure it's okay. I tell you, I feel the goodness of the Lord in this shot glass. I feel the goodness of the Lord. I got a full day today, so we ain't gonna tell nobody. Babe, your shot is poured. Oh my God. Okay, babe, your shot is poured. It's here waiting for you. Whenever you're ready, baby. Okay, so I might be a little extra live this morning. But baby, it's okay. Because guess what? What I'm getting ready to talk about, like it aligns with that. Here you go, baby. Here's your shot. He's melting. See? Uh-huh. He had a little extra on it, didn't it? Not the leg kick. I shook it up, babe. I just want you to know I shook it up. It just had an extra little leg kick on it. Mm-hmm. Thank you, baby. This one's trash.
Another soldier gone.
Another soldier down. Man down! Man down! Love you.
Love you too.
All right, y'all. So listen, we got our shot of alive to kick off our day. And now it's time to get in the word and let the word kick off our day. All right. The word today is assignment canceled. Assignment canceled. This is what I need you to know. There are people, demons, witches, and warlocks who have an assignment against you. There's some people with an assignment against you. There are. There are word curses that have been spoken over you that were designed to take you out even as a child. Okay? There are places that you've been, people that you've been connected to who are jealous of you and want you not to win. They want you not to succeed. They've been pulling out all the stops, right? I'm talking about they've been pulling out old stuff. They've been pulling out their best spells. They've been pulling out their greatest curses. They've been pulling out all the stuff that has worked for them in the past with other people and with you. But can I tell y'all something? They can't win. They can't win. The only way they win is if you allow them to win. See, this is the thing about witchcraft, right? This is the thing about witchcraft. This is the thing about spells. This is the thing about all that. Not that it doesn't exist. Oh, it exists. Not that it doesn't work. It works. But it only works when you allow it to work. You see, the antidote to witchcraft, the antidote to the word curses, is canceling the assignment and standing in who you are. When you understand that the God in you is undefeatable and it's undeniable, it doesn't matter who casts the spell. It doesn't matter what the spell is. It's as though you have a force field, a protective shield around you. So though the arrows are fired, they can't penetrate. But do you know when they can penetrate? When your guard is down, when you're not believing God, when you're trying to do it on your own and in your flesh. Oh, the weapons of this warfare are not carnal, but they are mighty to the pulling down of strongholds. See, we've got to understand that we've got the power. We are victorious. We already won. We're like the man of steel. You know, the man of steel was undefeatable. Like no one could stop him unless he was exposed to kryptonite. Kryptonite was something from his planet that weakened him and made him just human, right? Our kryptonite is doubt and fear. Doubt and fear is our kryptonite because once you allow it in a little bit, it will begin to weaken your defenses and you will become vulnerable to the very things that the enemy desires to use to destroy you. But today I came to tell the enemy, assignment canceled. Whatever your assignment was towards me, towards anyone connected to me, towards anyone watching this video, your assignment is canceled. You canceled like a bad TV show. Canceled. Never to return again. Canceled. Because the power that resides in us is greater than the power of the enemy. The power that resides in us is greater than the power of the enemy. So therefore, if that be the case, why then are you overtaken by the thought that someone has spoken word curses over you? Of course they have. Of course they have. Of course they have. Of course they've come against your destiny. Of course they have. So the only power they possess is the power that you allow them to possess in your life, because anything else gets blocked and knocked off like a trampoline. It hits, bounces right on back. I'm a firm believer that when we really understand who we are, we'll stop allowing things to like overtake us. What? Why? For what? Who resides in you? God resides in you. You think God is going to just allow? I'm just asking a question. Like maybe y'all can help me. I'm just asking a question. So God resides in you, right? And so you think the God that resides in you is going to allow the enemy to just come in and wreak havoc? No, the only one who can do that is you. And you do that when you're operating out of fear. So this is the enemy's greatest tool. He try to make you scared. Try to punk you out. Okay? When Jezebel sent word to Elijah, after Elijah had defeated all of the prophets of Baal. Come on. He defeated all of the prophets of Baal, every single one of them. And then Jezebel said, you tell him that I said, oh, that before the sun goes down, I'm going to kill him and I'm going to cut him up in little pieces and there will be no more. I'm going to let the animals eat his flesh. You tell him that. I know he think he did something, but you tell him what I said and you tell him the way I said it. And it was something about the way it was said that made him nervous and scared, and he ran up to the cave and he was hiding. He said, well, Jezebel said she was going to kill me. Really? God just showed up and allowed you to defeat all of the prophets of Baal. How many? One of the prophets of Baal? Two of the prophets of Baal? Three of the prophets of Baal? All of the prophets of Baal. To call down a consuming fire over wood that was soaked in water, dripping wet, and allow the consuming fire to come and consume everything, dry up every little drop of water. There wasn't a drop of water left. And you scared because Jezebel said, tell him that I said that I am going to kill him. Oh, he gonna be killed dead. And that's what the enemy does to us. He tries to punk us because he knows that the only way that he can win is if we give up. We got to give up. We got to give in. We got to give the power and the authority to the enemy. Let me tell you something that I learned. You know, when these people be in your box, in your inbox telling you, oh, somebody's gotten the spoken curses over you and I can help you. And all you need to do is send this offering, get a bowl of water, dip your finger in it 3 times, drip 3 drops on your forehead, 2 on each ear, and 1 drop in your mouth. And when you do this, you're going to effectively silence the work of your enemies. You know, the curses that they've spoken over you, they're going to be canceled. Let me help you. Let me help you. Let me help you. Believe God. Believe God. Believe God. See, because it can't be of effect when you believe God. Really? Huh? You gonna what? Oh, no, the devil is a lie. No, you're not. Because my daddy said. See, this is why the word of God is so powerful and so potent. This is why the word of God is so powerful and so potent, because we have the creative force of God inside of us. So when we open our mouth and we speak, it must be what we say. When we believe with all our heart and all our mind and all our soul, we get what we say. Our problem is we're better at believing the fearful thing, the scary thing, the thing that we don't want. We're better at believing that than what we do. Than what we do want. It's easy for us to believe the negative. It's much more challenging for us to believe the positive. So we believe the lie that the enemy is greater than us. Oh, this spell gonna take us out, angel number 122. It's easier for us to believe that than to believe that God is more powerful than anything or anyone. And if God be for us, he is more than the entire world. All the witches, all the warlocks, all the spells, all the curses, all the hoodoo and juju and anything else that is sent against us. He is more. He is greater than all of that combined, coming at you full force with everything they got, every bit of dark magic, black magic, everything that they throw at you. God is bigger than all of it, and you are victorious. I'm not saying it don't exist. It exists. Yes, of course it exists. But it ain't stronger than God. It's not stronger than God. The blood of Jesus is a mighty force. And yet, we allow the enemy to play tricks with our mind, games with our mind, to make us think that we don't have power. You got power, you just don't use it. Every assignment against you canceled in the name of Jesus. Every assignment against your bloodline canceled in the name of Jesus. Nobody greater. Nobody greater. Nobody greater than you. Listen, you've got to understand that and believe that. And when you believe that, then all that other stuff, though it be real, though it exists, though they may be a force to be reckoned with, they not a greater force than our God. Because our God is awesome. He can move mountains. Come on. He can lead us through the valley and hide us from the rain. Our God is awesome. The problem is we give so much power to the enemy, so much power to Satan, so much power to his imps. We give them power. You know, there's power in your tongue. Like, oh no, they're dangerous. Oh, you know, you can't fool with them because they'll do this and they'll do this. Bring it up. Because it ain't bigger than my God. And check this out. Because God is inside of us, it ain't bigger than us. Because God resides in us and he's given us power and authority, it ain't bigger than us. You know, it's like the Wizard of Oz, the Wiz, hiding behind a screen with a big booming voice, but it's a little bitty man behind there who can't do nothing once you know who's behind it. Then you say, wait a minute, I was scared of this. For what? Well, because you don't know who you are, you don't know the power that you possess, you don't know the God that you serve. You say you know him, but you don't know him for real. Because if you knew him for real, you would stop running around hiding from people. For what? This is why the devil hate me. He hate my guts. Oh, he hate me. I don't care. He need to hate me. He need to be scared every time I wake up. Every time I open up my mouth, he need to get nervous because he don't know what I'm going to say. Every time I go live, he need to get nervous because he don't know who I'm going to wake up, who I'm going to speak life into, who's going to be strengthened, who's going to be encouraged. He don't know. But what I know is when I open up my mouth, somebody gonna get it. Somebody gonna wake up, somebody gonna get it. They're gonna have an epiphany. It's gonna make sense to them. And all of a sudden, those that he's had running around scared, hiding behind closet doors and stuff, terrified of what was going to come in their life, all of a sudden they ain't scared no more. They standing up. Angel number 133. And they understand that they've got power. That God causes the whole universe to work for them. The whole universe. See, this is another one of those tricks of the enemy. So the enemy doesn't want you to think that the universe has anything to do with you. He wants you to think that the universe is new age. He wants you to think that, oh, they're talking about the universe did this, the universe did that. Listen, the universe can only do what God requires of it to do. But what I know is my God requires the entire universe and everything in it. I'm talking about everything: the sun, the moon, the stars, the sky, the water, the oceans, the lakes, the rivers, the birds, the bees, the worms in the ground. He requires everything in the entire universe to work together to manifest the things that he has promised me. The whole universe got to line up. Everything got to work together to produce what God has promised me. And you, God has given you that same kind of favor. It's our birthright. See, this is why when I show up in people's life, things change. Something's going to change. I promise you, something's going to change. Something's going to change. Some stuff going to change. When I show up in people's life, stuff is going to change. And either they're going to experience a better life or they're not going to be able to be around me. They're going to have to move. They're not going to be able to be around me. You're not going to be able to be around me and be stuck in that place. You're not going to be able to be around me and be stuck in your stinking thinking. You're going to be mad at me. You're going to hate me. You're going to be angry at me. Every time I open my mouth, you're going to despise me because everything about me irritates you. It irritates those things in you that are not aligning with God's word. It irritates you. And while other people are focused on, the things that are most important to them, sin is not what's most important to me. What's most important to me is you understanding who you are. See, because when you understand who you are, there's some things that you just won't do. And there's some things that people focus on that's not the most important thing. It's not the most important. What's most important is people really understanding who they are. Because when you really understand who you are, you move differently. I want you to think about this, okay? So I'm my husband's wife, right? I carry his name. That means that what's his is mine. And what's mine is mine. No, I'm just playing. What's mine is his. But if I don't know that what's his is mine, then I'm going to operate like it's not, but it is. And so there's an authority that I possess that another woman can't just walk in and possess. Girl, that ain't yours. You can't legally access it. So people have been trying to illegally access things, not having the position, the title, the authority to do so. But they can only do it if you allow them. No woman can take my husband from me. I don't care how bad she is, how big her booty is, how big her breast, how much money she got, how good she look. No woman can take my husband from me. She can't do it. Not because I'm the baddest thing walking, although I'm bad, don't get it twisted. But because we have a union, a covenant. Now, listen, my husband can leave. He can give his heart to someone else. He can give himself to someone else, but nobody can take him like nobody can take me. See, when you understand that, you'll stop trying to hold on to people so tight. And you'll understand that the way that you keep a person is by loving them enough. Listen to me. Loving them enough to let them breathe. Nobody want to get choked out. Well, okay, some people may want to get choked out. Not choked to death. But Come back. Okay. That was that second shot of a lie. That was that second shot of a lie. But nobody wants to be smothered. Listen. And I wish people could understand this, right? I wish people could understand this. When you really love someone, angel number 155, loving them is not demonstrated by holding on to them extra tight. Loving them is demonstrated by trusting them enough to let them breathe, to let them make decisions and choices and not be consumed with it. Because the truth of the matter is you can't control anybody else. You cannot control anybody else. You can only control you. And when we start smothering people, what we're really saying is, I feel insecure. I ain't gonna admit that though. Hang on. I'm doubting me. What you saying? Now we ain't gonna admit it, but that's what's going on. Well, no, they need to make me feel comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable and confident in a relationship, then you got to examine why you don't feel comfortable and confident. And if you don't feel comfortable and confident, either you're going to change or you're going to have to exit that relationship, because no one can make you feel that. I don't care what they do. They can give you every password. They can have their phone unlocked. They can show all their messages. They can do all of that, and you're still going to be insecure. So that means your trust has been broken at some point in time, and you haven't been able to get it back. You need to make a decision. Either you're going to exit or you're going to stay, and you're going to allow yourself to trust again. We want to make things work. Listen to me, because this is one of the greatest assignments of the enemy against marriages, against friendships, against business relationships. The enemy wants you to get to the place where you don't trust, because once you don't trust, it's very difficult to regain that trust, because everything that someone does, you're going to be looking at it through a lens to try to see, well, what's the angle? What are they really saying? What does this say about me? What does this say about our relationship? What does this say about how they think of me? We're always going to be seeing something that's not there. We're always going to be seeing a ghost. We're always going to be seeing something that, is designed to destroy us, even when it's not designed to destroy. It can be designed to bless us, but we'll miss the blessing because all we see is, oh, there must be some other intent to this. Assignment canceled. The enemy has an assignment against kingdom relationships. Assignment canceled. The enemy has an assignment against destiny relationships. Assignment canceled. Where you flying to, girl? You all in the airline. How you get in the airline, girl? Where you going? Huh? You trying to go home? Because this say from Orlando to California. You going to California? Huh? Girl, let me know something. Because you trying to do a lot, little girl. You're not doing that? Here. Okay. So you can pick whichever one you want. Assignment canceled. And I always pay attention when there are destiny relationships. Go let granddaddy help you. No, we're not doing that. Go let granddaddy help you. She need a vacation from me, and I need a vacation from her. We even. She probably do need a vacation. Okay, go let granddaddy help you. Oh, well, I can't help you, honey. Kareem. I'm gonna tell you. Let me see this. Let me see this for a second. I'm gonna tell you the date. I think it was like November 10th or something like that. Or let me see when it was. It was November 10th. Friday, November 10th. That's the date of the flight that she's looking at. Yeah. And she found a flight. What is? Hold on, let me see what this is. Hold on. Oh no, she's not going to California. She's going to Colombia. She's going to Colombia. That's where Brooklyn trying to go. I thought it said, well, it's got Cali on here. Oh, CALI is the abbreviation for Colombia. She going to Colombia or Oh wow. Listen, I'm glad I don't have no card on there. Listen, because she probably would have booked a flight, honey. Talking about I'm going on a trip in a little rocket ship. Okay. Here, Brooke. Brooke. Here, Brooke. Oh, let me put it back. Here. Here you go. So you going with her, baby? We got our passports on here. No, Brooklyn. Go let Granddaddy help you. So even in even in our Granddaddy getting ready to come and get you. Because you back over there trying to book cars and stuff. Babe, come get your granddaughter. Because she's trying to travel and book cars and she don't want to watch no cartoons. She just want to travel. Now she done got back to the cartoons. Spit. Brooke. Okay, all right. Okay, Cocomelon. Here. There you go. Go back there with Granddaddy. Y'all gonna watch it on the big TV.
I drive for you. She know I drive for her.
Yeah, that's why we spoiled. Okay, he drives for me. Talking about she know I'll drive for her. Yeah, that's why we spoiled. Even in the little things of our life, the little things, right? The little things, right? We're concerned about little things, and we think that God can't handle the little things that we're concerned about. We're concerned about how am I going to pay this? How am I going to do this? Listen, I had to have a conversation with God today because I've been dealing with this thing about my teaching, right? I've been dealing with this thing about teaching, and it's like they keep adding things, and then every time I get ready to teach a class, my nerves get bad. I have more anxiety. It's a lot of pressure on me. It's not as enjoyable. And this morning, I just had to have a come to Jesus meeting with God. We the three of us got together, me, God, and Jesus, and the Holy Spirit. So I guess it was four of us, really two, because all three of them is one. Okay. So we had to have a meeting, and I said, listen, God, I can't do this. I don't want to do this. I want to do my business. I want to enjoy my family. I don't want to do this. I don't want all this extra. I don't want all this extra weight, all this extra pressure that's got me not able to really sleep. Well, I sleep because I got my dreaming, but that is putting all this weight on me. And what I've learned is I've learned to listen to my body. I've learned to listen to my spirit. When my spirit starts getting agitated with something, I have to ask myself, okay, is this me? And believe me, I've already had this conversation with myself where I say, okay, is this me just not wanting to, do what the people are asking me, not wanting to be disciplined? God, is this me, or is this you agitating me so that I can let go of what is comfortable? Because right now it ain't comfortable. Right now I don't want to be bothered. Right now I'm not going to be able, God. So what is it, God? I need you to clarify for me what this is. Okay. So this morning, I was laying there in the bed and I was talking to God, and he began to just minister to me. He said, baby, listen, you don't have to do this to yourself. And I'm like, but, that's extra money and it's guaranteed. He said, listen, I'll get you the money another way. Getting you money has never been a problem. That's never been a problem. But this is becoming a problem. Now, if it wasn't a problem, it would be fine, right? But it's become a problem. Because now you're not able to process through what you got to go through, because now you feel bad because you didn't get something done and you feeling guilty, and now you're stuck in your guilt. He said, I need you to do the one thing you're good at. And I'm like, what? Press on toward the mark. Forgetting those things that lie behind, press on toward the mark. Finish this term out. Get it done. Let them know where you are, where you stand, and go on about your business. Okay, good. Well, what about my husband? He said, it's time for y'all to step out. It's time for y'all to step out. Both of you stepping out at the same time. Both of you believing me. Both of you trusting me to be the provider that I am. Because your job doesn't provide for you anyway. I do. And I don't teach every term. So, he's like, come on. No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Because I need you to be in the mind space I need you in. And I need you focused on what I need you focused on. I can't afford for you to get caught up in your feelings and your emotions and feeling guilt and, feeling like you're not enough and you're not good enough. And if you were better, then you would be able to, and da 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 da. Listen, no, that's not what this is for. So we're getting ready to shift. Remember I told you, I said over the next 10 days, God is really going to, clear some things up. God, you're going to see God do some things. Some things going to happen. It's going to blow your mind. Well, he just blew my mind. And guess what the 22nd is? The last day of this class. The last day of this class is October 22nd. Everything is due by October 22nd. In 10 days. See, God will begin to give you clues of what's coming when you don't even know what he's doing. You don't even know what he's talking about. Yes, baby. It's time to be about kingdom business. So, right, April. I didn't even connect the dots. I didn't make a connection. None of that. I didn't do any of that. But today, God made that thing crystal to me. Crystal clear. I could see right through it. I said, okay, It did what it was supposed to do while it was supposed to do it. Now, there's a shift. Right, Lisa. Right. So know that the 22nd might be the last day you do something. It might be God shifting you out of something or shifting your geographical location. Y'all can play with God if you want to. Y'all can sleep on what God is doing if you want to. But as for me and my house, we're attending to the things of God. We're attending to his voice. We're attending to his shifts. Whatever it looks like, whatever it means, however it happens, like, we with you, God. What you need us to do. I made a decision. And when I made the decision, I knew my decision would be tried. Made a decision that I was going all the way for everything that God has for me, for us, for our family, for our business, for Dr. V Enterprises, which is going to be all of the arms of my businesses. Made a decision. And now it's time to execute. It's time to let God be God and to do what he says, even if it seems crazy. Even if it seems crazy. Charlotte said, nope, not me. I'm working for God now fully. Amen. Hey, Tandria, how are you, gorgeous? Yes, April. Shift. Just like that, I had a peace. Am I going to get everything done that I need to get done today? Probably not. Am I going to sweat it? Nope. Nope, I'm not. I'm not going to be made to feel bad. I'm not. Y'all can think what you want to think. I'm going to tell you what it is. It is what it is. And y'all listen, when you get to the point where you really allow yourself to understand you and what's going on with you, you'll stop beating yourself up. Now, I'm not telling you to just be irresponsible, but I really have been trying to figure some stuff out. Like, why? I just have been having a tough time doing some stuff. Like, so part of it is, God is shifting me, right? The other part is yesterday was the 2-year anniversary of my dad's celebration of life ceremony or service, right? So there's still grieving that's going on. I'm still grieving. I know we want grief to just be over, right? But the truth of the matter is grief is cyclical and it's different for different people. So yes, I'm excited. I have an amazing daddy in my life who loves me, but I also have an amazing daddy who transitioned. And I've got to allow myself to grieve that. Like, plus, okay, October is an interesting month for me, right? October and April. October and April, they're interesting times for me because they're times when there's some major stuff that has been associated with grief and grieving, right? October is the month that my first child would have been born, right? So there's that. Then it's when my daddy transitioned. And so there's all this stuff that happened in this month. If you look, at the cycles of your life, listen to me. If you look at the cycles of your life, you'll discover that there are clear-cut patterns that keep showing up at the same time every year. And you got to figure out, what does this mean? Is this a cycle that I need to keep going? Is this something that I need to shift? Like, what do I need to do to deal with that? My baby said, I'm rather nervous of what God said, but being scared of what's out there. If I don't trust him, we got to trust him. So I've learned to pay attention to my Facebook memories, because my Facebook memories, I realize when I go back and look year after year after year after year after year after year, I see some of the exact same things. Yes, Kareem, that's exactly 6 months apart, right? So we all have these pivotal times in our year, right? These times that are consistently they show up, right? There's something about those times of the year, right? And so when we begin to pay attention to that, when we begin to understand that, when we begin to examine that, it will help us understand what's coming, what's going on. So last year, one of my a former university president, Dr. Simos, Charla, Dr. Simos, who was president of Everest University when I taught in Largo, shared a post, and it said, "Every problem is a gift. Without problems, we would not grow." See, without problems, no problems, no growth. Okay. Um, as a matter of fact, I was home during this time. I had gone home and mm, mm. God will give you confirmation of things, and I just love the way that He confirms His plans for your life. Stay true to you. I want you to stay true to you. Stay true to the call of God on your life. I need you to believe who you are in Him. I need you to know that you know that you know that God is fighting for you. There's no battle that you can endure where God is not with you, where your angels are not surrounding you. There is nothing that the enemy can toss at you, throw at you, present to you, or, try to make you feel some type of way that will work if you really understand who you are. And sometimes we forget who we are. We forget what we've done. We forget how God has shown up in us and through us and in our lives. And he will send reminders. He will send reminders through people. He will send reminders through memories. He will send reminders. You get a reminder call, right? It is an alert to remind you. Don't forget who you are. There's a song, and it's a clip that you can use on Reels. It says, don't forget who you are. You something. And it talks about how you're amazing and all this stuff. But you can't afford to forget who you are. Don't forget who you are, and don't allow your desire to be provision to make you miss out on what God is doing in your life and miss the true provision because you're worried about the immediate. Everywhere I go, the favor of God is on my life. Everything I do, God's hand is on it. And when I look at my life, see, this is why I can't be mad about anything that I've gone through or anyone that I've been connected to, because all of it works together for the good. And when we understand that, it doesn't matter what the enemy's assignment was, it is freaking canceled. Canceled. It cannot be effective unless you effect it. You got to make that effective. The enemy don't have that kind of power. He don't have that kind of control. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it unless we give it to him. So what are you giving power to? What are you giving life to? You're giving life to your fears, your doubts, your questions, your insecurities? Are you giving life to the power of God that resides inside of you? Your creative power, your ability to endure, to persevere, your ability to overcome, the fact that you're victorious. What are you giving life to? Because I would contend we've been giving life to the wrong things. We've been stirring up the wrong things. We've been activating the wrong things. We've been empowering the wrong things. It's time to remember who you are. It's time to remember whose you are. And it's time to get back to who God has called you to be. I talked to my brother, Pastor Rick Rollins, last night. He said, sis, he said, I need you to know who you are. I don't need you to forget that. I don't need you to forget the great exploits that you've engaged in. I don't need you to forget that every company that you've been a part of, like, you always rise to the top. You always shine. You always show out. You always master whatever you put your hands to. And I need you to remember that. And I said, I know, brother. He said, no, I'm serious right now. I'm serious. See, you can go through some things that will cause you to forget who you are, that will cause you to fall back and doubt you and doubt what God said. But you got to remember. Got to remember how God has shown up for you. You got to remember how his hand rests upon you, how he brought you through some of the most trying times of your life. And look at you. Look at you. You made it through it. Look at you. Everything said that the odds were stacked against you and you wouldn't make it. But you did. Look at you. People question whether or not, you were good enough. But look at you. Look at you. I'm so grateful to God. I'm so grateful for every experience, every encounter, every company that I had the opportunity to be a part of. And when I look at my life, there are some consistencies that exist in my life. They're consistent. I mean, year after year, decade after decade, like they're there. They're there. I was looking at a few years ago, there was a new trading company, and I'd gotten started, and I was featured as one of the leading ladies. So I was featured on like a Super Saturday training call or something. And so, and then another company, and always, 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 always a mouthpiece, always a representative, always coming to the forefront. Always, always, always. Not because I'm perfect, y'all. And I want y'all to understand this, but because I'm called to the arena. Baby, when you understand where you're called to, baby, you will stop allowing people and their opinions of you and what they think and how they feel to dictate how you move. Baby, listen, know who you are and whose you are and walk fully in it. I texted my sister this morning and I told her, I said, girl, I'm not going to be able to do this because this is stressing me out. I don't like being stressed out, and I really have other stuff I want to do. She said, sis, be true to you. Be true to your call and your purpose. Be true to that. If my daddy were here, my daddy Norman, if my daddy were here, right, and I was talking to him about this, he would say a few key things to me. And I know this because he's done this throughout my entire life. He would do this. But I say, Daddy, listen, this is what's going on and what I'm thinking about and what you think. He's going to say to me, he would say, well, you know what you're supposed to do. Just do that. Hadn't God always taken care of you? Well, yeah, Daddy, he has. But I just, he was like, well, then what is the question? Because it doesn't seem like it's a question to me. And then he would say something funny that would make me laugh. It's who he was. It's who he was. Anybody that talks about him will talk about that. They'll say that. They'll say, you can count on him to give you wisdom and a joke. So when I look at my husband, I see that in him too. He's going to give you wisdom, but he's also probably going to make you laugh. Either you're going to laugh or you're going to be mad. Or both, right? See, that's God. God blessed me with a man, a husband who embodies the best of both my daddies. And sometimes I look at him and I miss my daddy, But I know that the assignment the enemy had on my life, I get to cancel it. Y'all understand that? You have the power to cancel the assignments on your life and your purpose and your destiny. You do. You don't need to go to nobody and have them tell you to take a bowl of water and pray over it and drip 3 drops on your forehead, 2 drops on each ear, and 1 drop in your mouth. You don't have to do that. Now, if God tells you to do something, do that. And he'll tell you if it's something that you need to do, if it's something in your house that you need to get rid of, if it's something in your car that you need to get rid of, he'll let you know. He'll let you know what needs to go. There are times when we have to let go of things that seem like not a big deal to other people. But God says, I need you to get rid of that. And sometimes God will get rid of stuff for you. Sometimes God will get rid of stuff for you. Yeah, I've had people give me stuff and somehow the stuff gets left somewhere so that I don't even have it. But God did it. He did it because there was something attached to it that he needed out of my life. He didn't need that around me. Now, it's not going to affect somebody else, but it was designed for me. Girl, Lisa said, right, because by the time you do all that, the tornado tore down your house. Come on now. Yes, Charla, it's canceled and you get to do it. Yes, baby, it's canceled. Matter of fact, put in the comments, it's canceled. It's canceled. Everything that the enemy has sent to destroy you, sent to distract you, sent to take you off course, it's canceled. The assignment, it's canceled. It's canceled. Cancel it. You cancel it. You cancel it. You have the power to cancel it. For many of you, it's why you're not walking in your God-given callings, because somebody said something to you that you couldn't be this and you can't be that, and God wouldn't use you, and God wouldn't do this, and God wouldn't do that. But listen, let me tell y'all something. Y'all better stop allowing the words of people who have forfeited their destiny to cause you to forfeit yours. Now they done forfeited their destiny. They done gave up on what God told them to do. And now they trying to get you to do the same thing. And you just gonna do it? If you do that, you deserve everything that comes your way. You gonna let somebody who forfeited their own destiny to cause you to forfeit yours by telling you what you can't do, who you're not, and how God won't use you. You giving them a little too much power for me. But you won't believe the people who are walking in destiny and telling you that you've got it. You can do this. You were built for this. You were made for this. God has equipped you for this. Listen, that's right. Lisa said it's canceled. April said it's canceled. Tandria said it's canceled. Corey said it's. Charlotte said, thanks for always loving on me, always teaching me to push. It's canceled. Absolutely. Kareem said, I have this custom piece of art from an old friend that I want to take with me, but even 5 months later, I'm still trying to decide if I'm supposed to take it with me. No, you know you're not supposed to take it with you. You're not trying to decide. You know the answer. You just don't want to release it. Y'all, we know. Everything in us will let us know. If you got to say, I don't know if I should take it, no, you shouldn't take it. If you got to ask that question like that, you know you're not supposed to take it. Everything the enemy has said for me is canceled. Yes, Kareem, it's canceled. And y'all, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this because, you know, we like stuff, right? We like stuff. Sometimes God will clear stuff out, right? He'll clear stuff out. And the things that you think that you need the most or you want the most will be some of the main things that he requires you to release. Because what is cursed for you may be a blessing to somebody else. Mm. Mm. Listen, look, y'all, look. It's not difficult. We make it difficult. If there's something that's not sitting right with us, don't do it. If it's something that feels off, it is. Our gut, and I need y'all to get this because our gut is key to our well-being, period, both in the natural and in the spirit. Our gut is our center, and it responds to things. Like it just responds. You don't have to ask it to respond. It just responds. You're like, mm, mm. That'll be a no. Your body is designed to keep you in alignment with God's purpose for your life. Your body will respond to it. If your body starts to get anxious, something's off. You're out of alignment. Get back in alignment. Get back in peace. Walk in the glory. See, the glory of God will get you through some of the goriest times of your life when it look messy and bloody and like it's just ugly. But God will bring you through it. He'll bring you through it. And you'll come out on the other side and people will be wondering, how in the world did you come out on the other side looking like you looking, talking like you talking, walking like you walking, acting like you acting? Someone said I had to jump right back home real quick in the middle of my eye exam and sister and agree with it's canceled. Every evil skin plot, diabolical curse is canceled over my life. And I got to go back and finish my eye exam. Love you. Praise God, Summerlin. Y'all, assignment canceled. Serve the enemy notice and stand on who God has made you to be. Because you are what? Fearfully and wonderfully made. You're the apple of God's eye. You are victorious. Everything works together for your good. Everything. No matter what it is, everything works together for your good. So when you're in the midst of something and you're like, baby, you have shit, but wait a minute, hold on. God, I don't know how you're going to work this for my good, but I know you are. It don't matter. It don't matter. God is going to work it for your good. That's how special you are. Y'all, we're special to God. He causes everything in the entire universe to work together for us. Assignment canceled. The optometrist said it's canceled. She's touching and agreeing. I know that's right. I know that's right. Listen, it's time. It's time to correct your vision so that you see you how God sees you. It's time to correct your vision in the spirit and get you some of that vision spray and begin to correct it in the natural. God is doing something great. It is wondrous to behold. And I don't know about you all, but I'm excited about today. I'm excited about what God is going to do today. I'm excited about getting back in alignment with him. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. And look, I'm going to say this too. I'm excited about the opportunities he's giving us with the grands. I know that, I joke and I talk about, all the stuff and they do get in a lot of stuff, y'all know. I ain't gonna say they don't, but listen, I'm excited about this. We're getting ready to take them to their first gymnastics class this evening. And I get to go get their leotards and get their little gymnastic stuff together so that they can go and flip and toss and jump as much as they want to under supervision. And I can sit back and watch. Okay. Look, God is doing great things. Embrace those moments. Embrace the things that God is doing and know that every assignment that the enemy had against you, you have the authority to cancel it Cancel it and move forward. Because, baby, guess what? God got some great things in store for you. 1022, baby, what you gonna do? We're gonna see what God is doing. But I know this is gonna be good and very good, because that's how God operates. Anytime he requires you to let go of something, he's got something better for you. Anytime he allows you to let go of something, he has something better for you. He has something in store for you, and you may not understand it right now, but you will understand why it had to happen the way it happened. I know y'all mad it ain't on your schedule, but there's a reason. There's a reason for every delay. There's a reason. And it's all working together for your good. Daddy said they are alive right now without the juice. Charles, I love you so much, sis. Your zeal is so awesome. I'm working on my zeal. I need to glow like you. Listen, y'all, I just love God, and I love God's people. I love God's people. I love y'all, and I want to see y'all win. And I want us all to win, and I want us to win together. But if we got to win apart, I want us to win anyway. I want you to win. If you win with me or you win without me, I want you to win. I really want you to win. So go win. Go take dominion, take authority, because it's already been given to you. What you gonna do with it? I'm using mine. Look, you all listen, if you've not registered for the prophetic boot camp, you need to get your registration in. Many ways to register. You can pay the whole fee. You can make your first payment. It can be broken into 3 payments. You can get started there. You can do the class with someone else, right? Do the class with someone else and get a discount on the course together when you do it together. All I know is this: there is work for you to do. And some of you have been running from it, and it is time for you to get in alignment so that God can do what he wants to do in you and through you. Don't quit. Don't faint, because you got it. Look, if this word blessed you, I want you to go to Cash App $DRV Johnson 777. Sow a seed. Put a seed in the ground and put an assignment with your seed. While you canceling the other assignment, give your seed an assignment to produce something that you are in need of in your life, and watch God do it. To register for the boot camp, go to bit.ly/DRV Prophetic BC. bit.ly/DRV Prophetic BC. Go register, get your spot. Spots are limited, okay? Spots are limited, but I want you to have one. Look, I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Have an amazing, incredible, and epic day. Be blessed. Mwah.